you go.
Fuck. Alright. Well, back with another interview. With Kill Samuel.
It's the Kill Samuel interview, bro. Yeah,
Cheers, man.
Yeah.
Sweet. Let's get into it, eh?
Mm.
So the name Kill Samuel,
Mm.
that's obviously going to bring quite a bit of controversy. Can you give me a little insight about the name?
Oh, bro. Like, people ask me, they'll be like, bro, why is your name Kill Samuel, bro? It's so sus. I'll just be like, it's fucking edgy, bro. I'm fucking edgy. I'm from Auckland. I'm fucking edgy. No, it's not even like that. I'm just fucking...
I mean, I'm the same, bro. I'm the same. I'm very edgy.
No, yeah, it's not. It's just like, so, when I was like south, I got a lot of good homies down there, like Southways, like VSVP, fucking Matt Hall, producers and shit. Fantastic. Gonna do a collab tape with that guy eventually, but
Yeah, do it, bro. Don't know who he is, but I'm.
No, I
looking
got you,
forward
bro. Seriously, I'll plug you with that guy. He's fantastic.
Okay, there we go.
He not him, but some motherfuckers down there, bro. There's some really gnarly fuckers down there, and I was like always on my art shit down there, and it's like a small town.
So you were like so you were an artist before you were making music.
Yeah.
So like, but we talking like painting, drawing?
No, I was a photographer. I was doing photography since I was like 15ish, and then I kind of took it seriously. And when I was down there, it was like I had a small collective group of friends that were all like into art and shit, and everyone else was just kind of fuck with it. Yeah. And then I got into like the central scene, and I was plugged with Tree for a minute, and I was like his fucking personal photographer for a while. Shot 2 of his videos, and we just kind of drifted apart because like life's like that.
Yeah, it happens.
And
sure.
I got into music slowly through that way. Like I was always into it. Like I think I wrote like my first song to like Hi, My Name Is fucking instrumental.
Oh, no way!
Yeah, bro, when I was like 13.
That's so hard. That's so funny. My first album ever that my mum bought me was it was a Soulja Boy. His first album.
Dude, dude.
Yeah, like
I remember seeing a movie with my nana when I was like 10 or 11.
Was there
or
a
some
movie?
Shit. No. I saw a movie like when I was a kid,
right.
and then like it was like my birthday. And my nana took me to the warehouse. She's like, "Do you want some shit?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to get the Soulja CD." Like, it was so hard, bro. Like, oh, bro, it was so fucking good.
It was just so. I didn't even know why my mum bought it for me. My mum used to buy me those you know those now 23, now 57, blah blah. Yeah, those right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
And then she just bought me one of those, and then eventually she just bought me Soulja Boy. I think she must have just been like, "Oh, this is pretty cool and hip." So
Just
she bought
really-
that for me. So my mum really put me onto the whole rap thing very early. And my brother, 50 Cent. Did you rock with 50 Cent early or not?
Bro, fuck, like
Right?
fucking.
I forgot what that album's called, but the one it's The Shattered Glass, and he's like him. And he's
Oh
like fucking
my
just
god,
staunched
bro.
out.
Oh my god. So I used to hang out with this guy William, and we used to roll around in this fucking little car, and we used to put on "What Up, Gangsta?" You know, that fucking track, bro. We
Hell
used to
yeah,
blast
that's
that shit. We
so
still
sick.
not ignorant shit, but yeah, like down there with the whole name joint. We got off on a little tangent, but with the whole name joint, people didn't really want to see me succeed because it was like a small town vibe, xenophobic vibes. You feel me?
Right. So were you like sort of, if anyone's gonna kill me, it's gonna be myself. So like.
Nah. That's some twisted shit. But I mean, like.
Sorry, bro. My brain's just wired to it differently.
No. I feel you. But like the way that it is like. They don't want to see you succeed. They'd rather see you fail. So that's like, they're kind of like killing you. You know what I mean? It's like a toxic environment.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So.
I fully didn't see it like that. That's
so
cool.
So it was like, I'm opposing that environment. So it's just like, it's Kill Samuel Hours, bro. No one wants to see you do it, but I'm gonna do it. And
No,
it
we'll
sounds
see,
hella
man.
cringy, but it's all good. Like,
That's dope, man. No, fuck. If you're killing it and you're rocking it,
Yeah.
how could I complain? You know?
Yeah, like.
We're sitting here doing an interview.
Nah, like everything is copacetic as well. Like I want with the first EP, Perfect Self-Sabotage that I did, I kind of looked at the whole idea of so a lot of my stuff that I'm really interested in it was film and photography, and then that kind of rolled into music with this idea that I don't know, between 1989 was the end of the Cold War, and then like 2001 9/11 happened, and then a lot with mainstream media between those years was great. Like America was like great, but
Yeah,
like,
I mean, that was sort of prime time.
Yeah,
After the
film,
war,
the economy, everything was good.
it was smacking.
Yeah, but the thing was, there was so many jobs. Like even The Simpsons made a joke about it. Like there was
Yeah.
so much work and everything. So then, what films came out then? That the main theme was monotony. And what does monotony create? Anxieties. American Beauty, Fight Club. These people are like, my life's so fucking boring. I have a job, it pays well. What am I gonna do with that? I'm gonna fuck up my life.
Yeah, the whole idea of sort of, it was movies were sort of almost more relatable back then because people were making movies that were relatable to everyone at the time. There were too many jobs. Everyone was sort of fine. Like every man was every person, was the average Joe or average. Everyone was just average. So it was an average movie. It was a movie about an average dude doing just crazy shit. So just fucking his life up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with Fight Club, man, it's just a crazy movie. But the main characters they're just normal dudes.
Yeah, exactly. And that was kind of what I took in with Perfect Self-Sabotage. Is like, monotony creates these anxieties that makes a person want to do things to make their boring life exciting.
Yep.
So I kind of took that idea into development and pushed it to be like the thing was, if I had, because I've done so many songs, but the stuff that I created in this like small 9-track project, because I'm kind of taking a base from The Weeknd where he did the like House of Balloons project. So there's right now it's Perfect Self-Sabotage, and the second EP, was going to be called Perfect Deprecating Acceptance, but I decided to go with Blackball because
Blackball, right. Yeah. Because that's when I heard about you before Blackball. I didn't hear about you for your first tape. How long has it been? So you've released Blackball 2 weeks ago now?
Blackball was released on the 19th of June.
Okay, 19th of June.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not too long ago.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's almost a month ago.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
Okay, right.
Time fucking flies, bro.
It's flown so quickly.
So crazy, man. Life's crazy. Life's the thing, bro.
How long has it been since your first one? So it's been a month since your second tape.
The first tape, Perfect Self-Sabotage, was like 1st of January, maybe.
Oh wow, okay. So you're sort of dropping them every couple months.
Yeah, like.
Is that your plan to keep sort of dropping them every couple months? Or?
So it's gonna be. So right now I'm working on my next tape, and it's Cycle of Idling. So each kind of tape has this whole like sort of overarching theme of that sort of self-sabotaging, self-deprecating,
self-loathing sort of.
Not even self-loathing. I'm not a self-loathing dude, but like, you know what I mean. It's like what I'm doing to myself is like fucking.
So if you're not a self-loathing guy, so is Kill Samuel? Is Kill Samuel, or is that a different person?
No.
Let's just address that.
No. So basically, that's kind of
So there's no character you're playing.
No,
you are yourself.
Yeah, I am
that's
myself.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like it's basically a reflection of my ego. So like people don't want to see me succeed; they'd rather see me fail. So it's like it's killing me.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I put that on myself, and then the infliction of that environment I'm putting back into my music. Okay. So they're getting what they give to me. You know what I mean?
Oh, so it's a reflection. So your ego is a reflection of themselves. That's awesome. That's your music is like a mirror in a sense. That's so cool. That's crazy. I don't feel like we've had anything like that in a while. And you do, if you had to describe your music in some sort of way, if the people watching right now hadn't sort of listened to your music before, how would you describe it? Would you describe at the moment we've got three sort of top. We've got like a old school boom bap. We've got sort of a newer wave sort of singing, sort of auto-tuney sort of style, and then we've got that sort of SoundCloudy rap sort of trap.
Yeah, so like
where do you fit in that sort of scale?
Fuck, I wouldn't even know how to like put it. It's not even on some ego shit though. Like, not even on some shit like, you know, like I'm so fucking different. Like, no, not on some shit like that. It's like when I sit down and I make music, I start with
Yeah, actually, let's go into that. What's your process for?
So it's like I'll look at like I'll basically write, because I used to like writing. Like I was really into my English all through school, and I used to write poetry and everything. Yeah, it's fair, bro. And bro, no, I was actually psychotic at an English, man. Like if a teacher set me like a task, I would just flip it on its head, and she'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" type shit.
English teachers sort of love that though. They love it when you come in sort of like they're trying to come in like this, and then you come in like that.
Yeah.
It's so sick.
Yeah, no, and it was even worse because of the small town.
So you've always been you've always liked writing.
Yeah, I've always liked writing. I've always liked poetry and all that sort of
But what's your process for making? So, do you go in and do you start every song as a new state of mind, or do you where some artists sort of come in as a project and that project is their state of mind and they just bang out their project?
Yeah, No, it's.
And they stay in that same sort of state of mind.
The thing is, people will be like, oh yeah, you got to do like 100 songs on a project or whatever. Like,
yeah.
I'll start with the poetry, and then I'll pick it apart, and slowly work it into a rhyme scheme, and all that kind of thing, and then work backwards from the rhyme scheme.
Wow, you really sort of reverse engineer it.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah, I start from like. Yeah, it's like really strange, but like
That's interesting, man. I've never I've sat in with a few people like recording and sort of sessions like that, but I've never ever seen anyone really break it down like that. That's cool. I'm a music nerd myself. I love Mr. Fantana. He's my favorite.
Yeah, straight up.
I love breaking down music. That's so cool. So you really are like a wordsmith.
Yeah,
you're not just Kill Samuel the rapper. You're Kill Samuel the wordsmith. You're really out here flipping the words.
Man, I don't know, but yeah. Nah, thank you. Nah, but yeah. So I it's poetry, and then I break it down to a rhyme scheme, and then I look at my entendres, I look at my wordplay, and all that sort of thing, and then I work with the beat, and then if the beat requires me to do a flow a certain way, I'll rearrange the structure of my bars to commit to that.
That's interesting.
So with this next tape, cycle of idling, I'm moving from, I don't know, like the aesthetic of how you said with the boom bap, the SoundCloud, the trap sound, all that kind of thing that I've incorporated it. The first tape, Perfect Self-Sabotage, was really grounded in the whole like kind of SoundCloud but bar orientated, and then Black Ball was a little bit more experimental with what I wanted to do.
It was. That's definitely how I would describe it as experimental sort of.
Yeah, and then moving into the next one, it's just like that, like before when we were talking like that Memphis sound, like that Memphis like 3-6.
Like, show me that beat, right?
Straight up, like, dude, I went down a hole. Like the past week or so, I've gone down this hole into like Memphis music, and
That's
I fucking, bro, you have to listen to Gangsta Pat, and you have to listen to Sinister Voices. Holy fuck, dude, Juice, and also Juicy J's cousin, he got killed in a like a house robbery, and he made some crazy shit. Like, oh, so fucking cool. Like some of the stuff, so fucking cool, and their rhyme schemes are all over the fucking place. It's like trap music today, how it's like really hype, and then it's like a lot of the shit doesn't make sense. Imagine their shit is really hype, doesn't make sense, but it's also like extremely aggressive, but also so doesn't make sense off the deep end type shit. It's
it's just a mind fuck.
It's like what the fuck? It's almost like Gigi Allen. It's almost like some fucking it's so good though. Like,
let's bring up Gigi Allen. This is awesome. I'm so happy you've just brought up Gigi Allen. But we can't just bring up Gigi Allen. We're gonna bring up fucking Marilyn Manson. We're gonna bring up who else can we bring up in terms of provoking change, in terms of, because I think that's an awesome way to look at it. Memphis rap was the Gigi Allen of hip hop back in the day. They were a big fuck you.
Yeah, sound wise.
I'm from Memphis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah.
And I feel like Xavier Wolf is a big in my opinion, I feel like Xavier Wolf is a huge person like that in the moment. He's just a big fuck you. He's like, in the society, fuck you.
Well, people like that for me is probably like Lucky Dash, and then Earl. Like, did you listen?
Really?
Did you listen to some rap songs from Earl? Fantastic tape. All his stuff from back to back is just these really
I haven't listened to piece by piece, but I haven't really sat down.
So Yeezus, that album kind of came out. So you look at his stuff all the way through, how he uses voice and all that for bass lines and all that sort of thing, and then you come to Yeezus and it's like that, but everything's stripped away. Yeah. So you could like pick it apart into like 5 layers of his music, and it's like, holy fuck, you use those 5 layers for that track? That's fucking crazy. Yeah. So with Earl Sweatshirt, amazing producers like Knowledge, Human Error, he has these really crazy guys that just like find a perfect sample, and that will write as the melody, and then they'll use that same sample for something else, distort it or switch it on its head type way, and like that's the sort of what I did with some of the beats on Black Ball, like
in terms of lyrics or the actual beat itself?
Just the beat itself. Like, it's so crazy. Like,
so you were talking with the producer about that, or were you?
No. So with 2 of the tracks on there that I produced myself, the Redhead interlude was a Jimi Hendrix.
Oh man.
Was a Jimi Hendrix sample
What Jimi Hendrix song?
Fuck, I can't remember for the life of me.
I'll not want to hear it. I love Jimi Hendrix. I love him.
So the start of the song has him playing a bit, and I took that, looped it out, stretched it, distorted it, and then I ran it, and it sounded like a really nice like boom bat. You know, it was like a really nice, and then I just started, and I was like, that dark house party EP blasting, and like I just like wrote it. You know what I mean? It was like a freestyle, and I was cooked when I just got up and I spat it, and I played it back, and I was like, that's a perfect fucking interlude. I'm gonna put that on that shit. Like,
man, we've really come up with a bit of a tangent. Let's sort of just rake it back in. So, if you had to describe what your mood was, sort of when it comes to Blackball. So, Blackball, you're saying, with your next tape. Sorry, what was it called again?
Cycle of Idling.
Yeah, Cycle of Idling. So, your current state of mind is full, hands down, Memphis. That's it. Memphis rap, Memphis, everything to do with Memphis rap and its culture. That's no. Have I got it twisted?
No. It's not even like that. It's not even like that. It's just like this guy that I'm fucking with from Melbourne. A lot of his stuff is like that, and I've been listening to it a lot, and we've just kind of been messaging, and I'm like in that headspace, but I know for a fact if I get too far in there, I'm gonna move away. You know what I mean? You know when you love something so much, you're like, this is so dope, and it's like I gotta stick to my roots, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay, well then, what was? Let's just take it back. What was your state of mind, or what was the overall arching idea of Blackball? It was a crazy album, by the way. Crazy.
Thank you.
It was awesome. I'm so sad I couldn't make it to the fucking.
Oh, bro, nah, don't even worry. That's a whole nother fucking story. That whole thing fell apart. So like, we're gonna book another show in the future.
We'll crack into that later.
Yeah, fuck, holy shit. Yeah. But the whole, oh man, Blackball, fuck. So. Man, I started writing that, and I thought it was going to be completely different. And then the whole aesthetic and everything changed, and I did a photo shoot with my manager. And then we did a sound check one day, and this was like, not even like a sound check. I played it back to him and messaged. He's like, bro, really? This is like what you're doing? I was like, fuck that. Like, I don't, like, what am I doing? Like, I feel like I had too much like outside influence. I was trying to move towards something that I wasn't.
Okay.
And then I remember talking to my boy Perp. He's a rapper from East Auckland. We're both East Side rappers. Like I'm out in North, but East is where like my clique is, like where I, like school wise where I grew up and shit. So yeah, like that's where a lot of my like main artist boys are at. And
I've sort of spent a little bit of time out east. Like,
what ways?
Glen Innes.
Glen Innes. Glen Innes, yeah, Glen Innes, bro.
That's an area.
Yeah, that is an area, bro. Holy fuck! But yeah, most of my boys like Peckering ways, Botany ways.
Okay, yeah. Botany, I feel like what's called like Paradise Ice Skating. That's Botany, yeah, right? Yeah, I feel like Botany, and there's another area. I feel like it's just slipping my mind. I feel like a lot of artists are really, I don't know why, but a lot of them are coming out of Botany, and it's sort of out east. I don't know where else.
My favorite artist out of Auckland is Burp. And then he'll turn around and say the same thing about me.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Yeah, no, I was just mentioning him before, and he's like, bro, there's this guy, bro. He's been talking his shit on me, bro. He's a rapper, bro. And he, like, sent me some shit, like, that sample. I was like, hold up, sorry, I gotta check my DM, whatever. And he sent me a sample of the shit that he was talking. I'm like, holy fuck, this is dope. I was like, bro, please say this about me. Fuck this guy, you know?
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, but...
Rap beef is awesome.
Yeah.
I fucking love rap beef.
Yeah.
This is the spot to address it.
Yeah, holy fuck.
The dirt. Bring it in. I need the views.
Oh, bro.
I wish I was joking.
Fuck.
But man, we keep switching off. So what?
You know what I said on the tape though, like.
Yeah. Fuck it. Let's just move past it.
Yeah,
okay. So we've talked sort of a little bit about where you were and sort of your influences. So you're heavily influenced with East Auckland sort of music and art. But you said you were doing a lot of the start of the interview. You were talking about how you were a big artist, but when you were out south, what's happened with all that? Are you still connected with your roots out south, or?
So I was never really properly connected with those guys. So
that was just where you were situated.
Yeah, that was just where I was living. Okay. And then at school, those guys were like on some shit then, and I was on my photo shit. When I moved over, they kept doing their shit, and they eventually moved into VSB and Valley Side Boys, and fuck, they put out some really nice music, bro, and like I've always fucked with it. And then
damn, I feel really bad. I'm not playing.
Oh, bro, I'll play you some shit soon. It's fucking beautiful. The most beautiful boom bat comes out from those ways, bro. And Fuck yeah, man, Scully.
You
Shout
know-
out Scully, Dumb Rat, all those fucking dudes, man. I'm telling you.
Have you have you heard of Inwak? He's a producer.
Nah.
Inwak, man, I'm gonna have to show you.
Auckland's dope, bro. Auckland's like everyone's like
This
so
is
little,
this is
and then like
exactly
people
what I mean.
plug it A, and then
This
people
is
plug
exactly
it.
what I mean, because I have no idea. I know New Zealand's, or even Auckland's music base is huge, but I'm not plugged in. That's why.
Yeah,
That's why.
so, like,
That's why
secure
I'm
on their
here.
shit.
That's why we're here.
Mm.
That's why the camera's there and the lights there. It's because there's so much opportunity in Auckland that I don't even know about, but I know it's there. I'm just waiting. So this is awesome.
Yeah, no, they like moved into their rap shit, and then I was slowly moving into their rap shit, and then me and this guy Matt would like talk now and again. He plugged me with some shit, you know, with some shit, you know what I mean? But I like and then you know, he hit me up and he's like, "Yo," I'm like, "I'm fucking your shit, dude." I was like, "Man, I've been fucking with your shit, bro. Like, thank you."
Just
type
on the
shit.
low,
yeah,
eh?
like, and then he sent me this really nice beat that ended up being Chomp Change on the Black Ball tape, and then he sent me a few beats, and then I used that one because it felt like South Auckland, it felt like that vibe, so I just got on some super ignorant shit, wrote that song, it came out real nice, and then like one night I was like messaging him, we're like, bro, like, he's like, I'm finishing up a couple like projects right now, when it's done and shit, we should do some shit, and I was like, bro, like, let's make a collaboration tape, you know, so like down the track, like probably when he's done with his shit, and then I'm done with this next tape, and then whether I move on to an album or whatever before that, we'll probably make something together. But yeah, that's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, man. Fuck, that's so cool. It just blows my mind with how vast the whole music creative scene is in Auckland. Because I mean, this isn't just a channel just for music. It's music, it's art, it's designers, it's everything. It's visionaries, you know, it's everyone. Everyone in Auckland that's out here doing shit for Auckland and New Zealand, this is the platform.
Yeah.
That's my whole idea for this, and that's so awesome. And I'm glad. This is because I mean, we don't really know each other. This is the first time we've ever met.
Yeah, straight up.
And it's so dope, and you're already just throwing all these names at me.
Yeah.
Like Perp, I'm excited to hear
Bro,
about
Perp is fantastic. When I was doing my photo shit, he was like so into it, and then like I was like, dude, oh my god, have I fucking got a story? So he was trapping out of a bando. And I went out to East Auckland. I was like, bro, you can't be trapping out here, bro. Like, please, literally,
where?
no.
What,
Literally,
in Botany?
No,
or?
I can't be even talking.
Okay.
I can't even. Yeah, but he was trapping out of a bando. I was like, yo, man, you can't keep doing this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let me help you out. That's like from the gutter type shit.
Have some socks, bro.
No. He wasn't even like that. Like,
Okay.
He's been styling.
Good.
I picked his ass up and I took him north, and then my family that I was with, they left for like 3 days, and then my cousin came around. We got on some shit, and we were up for like 2 days, and we had
straight, like 2 days straight,
on and off. You know what I mean? Like dozing on and off, and we just had this table, and it was just like the mic and the fucking computer, and we're just like playing these beats and shit, and we're arguing because we're tired. We're going back and forth with each other. We're smoking like mad cigarettes. We're trying to keep up. And then I'd written the shit out. I'd written this is crazy, but the song Kurt's 12 Buck that's on Black Ball was written then.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was written.
So it was written then, but it wasn't recorded.
No, it wasn't recorded.
Okay.
And at 4 o'clock in the morning, absolutely fucking like just wired, I spat this track and shit, and I had this like perfect recording, and then just like it fucked out, like it just sat. Like,
man, I know all how that fucking feels.
Bro, it just sat, and like he was like, oh, fuck, what happened to that? What's gonna happen to that? And then
and you couldn't remember, could you?
Yeah, and then Black Ball came around. I said to him, I was like, bro, remember? And he's like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, you know, it all came full circle. And
that's awesome. That's so sick. You didn't let it cock block you like that.
Nah, I didn't.
Because I've got half an interview recorded with fucking Katana Money. That's gone. I don't have any of the footage. We sat here, we spoke for about an hour. We have no footage. Nothing to show for it.
Oh, true. Fuck, man. Jesus Christ.
It's kicked me in the dick, bro. But that's so sick. So you went out, so you fucking recorded. You got it done. Got it finished.
Yeah. It all came through. It was
That's
dope.
ridiculous.
And like the lyrics and everything like still held up, like, because you know when time passes type shit, and you look at your old art or whatever, and you're just like
Yeah.
And that song was just like fucking crazy, you know what I mean? Like, it's so weird, like, to to go that far into your own mind and be as fucked up as I was for those 2 days. It's like,
Honestly,
I must have been on some shit, because Jesus Christ.
That's just, it's like when people say like 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. is golden hour for music, it's because that's when your mind is the most wired.
Yeah, it's like, and I need sleep, but also like, check this out type shit.
It's just crazy, all the same shit. Like, if you're up for 2 days straight, you're not going to be worrying about, oh, what if anyone's going to hate this? You're going to be like, fuck, I want to record this right now.
We were all
everything.
We were so angry at each other too. We're just all on edge and tired and like.
And that's honestly, it's your brain at that moment becomes just a huge satellite dish. of just creativity. It's sick, man.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. So we've talked about where you've come from. We've talked about where you have been situated. We've talked about how you've been feeling with these tapes. How you're feeling now, currently with your current tape. When can we expect something from you?
So, Cycle of Idling has like 4 tracks done on it, and
okay.
Like they're still in like the like. Am I fucking with this? Am I not fucking with this?
Okay,
type
so
shit,
it's like
rewriting all that. It's like early.
Yeah.
I'm still coming off of Black Ball, and people are still like being like, "Yo, this," you know what I mean? Like, I'm still having randoms messaging.
Well, I mean, it's only been a month, so Black Ball is still.
Yeah, I'm still promoting. I'm still paying like for promotions and shit.
Yeah, some popped up on Instagram the other day. I was like, oh, sick.
Yeah, dude, you fucking got to, man. Like when you're younger, like people be like, bro, if you pay for.
Well, it's exactly like you said before. No one really wants you to succeed.
Yeah, exactly.
And you've just got to push it for yourself.
And the thing is, like from that, it's like the most love that I've had from people. Like, oh, well, this is so amazing. And one thing I cannot stress enough, like with my music, is I will always reply. Like if you have, it doesn't matter. You could have 10 or you could have 10,000 followers, likes, whatever. If you message me and you listen to a track and you want to talk about the track with me, that's cool. Please do. You know what I mean? Because I make the shit for myself at the end of the day. Like when I first started, bro, there's an EP that I made and I just have, and I'm not gonna put it out, but I'll listen to it and be like, wow, like this was my first shit. You know what I mean? This is like my first little thing that I made. You know? So like I look at all my tapes like that, and the fact that they're out there and people can listen to them, it's super personal because that shit's
it's a piece
crazy.
of yourself you're really putting out there.
Yeah, like recently I put out a 3-track compilation.
I'm so lucky I get to hide behind these sunglasses.
Yeah, bro, I feel you, bro. Fucking A. But like I put out a 3-track compilation, and then my workmate, super fucking nice dude, Brendan, I came to work the next day. He's like, bro, that track Dad Jeans, that was fucking dope, bro. And he's like, how did it start? And I was like, oh, why? And he's like, how did it start, bro? And I was like, pills and I gain weight, pills and I lose weight, not a rolling stone locomotive and I fluctuate. And he was like,
that's cool.
Yo, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. You know what I mean? This is just how I get my shit out. You know, this is how I project, and it's like a diary. You know, and it's dope when people were like, wow, that's hectic. You know,
the whole idea that people really get it twisted up sometimes with music, with the whole idea that you can just say something and it's cool. I could say something, you could say the exact same thing, it'll sound completely different. And it's the meaning behind the word. I mean, meaning behind the whole sentence, or the song, or the piece of art, or the way you dress. It's all got a different way of how it feels and how it's come across through the whole meaning of it. Because if you could, it'd be so easy for you to just hop on a mic and make a Lil Pump type song, you know, like
that shit
you could
fucks
just
with my brain, bro.
You could just do it.
That shit fucks with my brain.
The fact that you can sit
That
down.
shit fucks with my brain, bro. But continue, yeah.
The fact that you can sit down and take a piece of your brain and your heart, put it together, and put it on a track, like it'll have a way bigger impact.
Yeah. But like, I agree with that, but also like, not on some like corny shit. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
Like you don't want it to sound like corny. You know what I mean? You want it to sound like realistic. Like you don't want to relate. You want to relate to people, but you also don't want to relate to people. So you want when I'm writing shit down, it's like, wow, that's fucking intense. You know, like you're a human being type shit. You know what I mean?
You can't be fucking going out there like, fuck, I'm gonna kill myself and cut off all my toes and rip out all my teeth. Yeah, I mean, if that's honestly how you feel,
fucking hell.
Please call like the fucking helpline.
0800 number.
Yeah, no. Dial up that. But like, I mean, you gotta tone it back. But I mean, the whole idea is like, if it's real, people love shit that's real. If it's fake, people just know. It doesn't matter. Through a phone, through earbuds, if it's just through their eyes, you can tell if something's fake. It's so obvious. There's no feeling or emotion behind it. Yeah. And with you, I feel like it's a piece of you. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's demeanor wise, and also like how people carry themselves. Like, I can't fuck with someone that doesn't carry themselves correctly.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I
You
mean?
need to come
Like,
correct.
Like, there's some people that I'll see and I'll talk to artist-wise, and I'll just be like, you know what, man? Like, you may make a few good songs. I can't take that away from the boy, but, like, how you carry yourself is bullshit, bro. Don't fucking speak to me. Like, I'm not an aggressive
Honestly,
type.
you
People always think I'm so fucking aggressive, bro, and I'm just like this chill.
You
like,
do sound
chill,
kind of angry with music. I'm so surprised. You are really lovely to talk to. Like,
bro, yeah.
just saying you are really lovely.
My
like, on your
girlfriend,
music, you
my
sound so
girlfriend will
serious.
always say to me, she's like, so my girlfriend's fucking, she's like, dude, I'm a fucking like troll compared to her, but she always be like, the way you talk to people is just, what is wrong with you? I'm like, what do you mean? You're just so charismatic. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What does that even mean?
She's just like,
yeah.
Just don't talk to these females, okay? You just.
Oh, okay.
All these people will just love you.
You didn't specify.
Yeah,
you didn't specify.
Yeah.
You need to hit me with the specifics.
Yeah, nah.
If you're talking to a female, I mean. Yeah, anyway, man, yeah. It's just honestly, if it's real, it'll work. If it's not, it's not gonna go anywhere. That's the whole idea of that.
And there's like 60% of that out of Auckland on a scene that's like every day on the ground type shit.
Fuck this.
You're going
you
through a
just
story.
look at someone's Instagram. You can just look at like their followers, and then you look at their content. You're like, how do you have 10K? Like,
yeah.
You definitely bought that.
Yeah, straight up.
I've got like 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
And it fluctuates. Some people unfollow me, and I'm like, okay, like I can't wait for them to remove the followers. I can't wait, because clout will not be a thing, man.
It's pretty crazy, like, seeing these pages, and it's just like, they look like they've got 0 likes for a minute. It's like, well, you know what I mean? It's fucking weird.
It is a weird thing that you just sort of look like, I look at some people, I'm like, clout levels. And then I'm like, oh, I can't check the clout levels.
Facts.
Yeah.
That shit's fucked up, man.
But people were really getting obsessed over that.
That's some Black Mirror type shit. Straight up. That's some crazy shit. You ever seen that shit?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That fucking rating. They're doing that in China, like, eventually, or some shit.
Dude, it's fucking crazy. Wait, I remember seeing a Black Mirror episode of when, like, the whole idea of society was a social media.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's one, right?
That
yeah, and then, like, her and that guy fight, and then she eventually blocks him, and you can't see him anymore.
Yeah.
You've blocked him in real life.
Yeah, IRL, bro. It's over.
Man, that's crazy. The whole idea of augmented reality is ridiculous. Do you know, like, right? So, so you got virtual reality, which is a virtual reality, and then you've got augmented reality. So this is reality, but it'd be like, I'd be looking through the sunglasses, and you'd have, like, a fucking Super Saiyan here, or some shit, and then take them off, and they'd be like, something else.
I feel you. Yeah.
But, let's fucking get into some weird shit real quick. Let's just pick your brain. The future. AI.
Yeah.
Aliens and robots.
Bro, fucking, that's literally how me and my cousin's brain works, man. Like, if me and him are together, it's either we're showing each other some music, or we're just on some weird shit. Like, it's so fucking out there. Like, with him, it's plants and, like, the environment and cars, and then
like bees and shit?
Oh, bro, no, like, he's super into plants, bro. Like,
he'll
fuck my brain up. He'll fuck with my brain, bro. So I might go to his house. I remember one weekend I went to his house, and Red Dead 2 had just come out, and I spent the whole fucking, like, 2 days just playing that straight on his couch, because he got this massive fucking TV. And randomly he'd come over and be like, just give me these facts about plants, bro.
That's ridiculous. That's too much for me. Bro.
Oh, bro, like, and I go to his house now, bro, and outside he's like, oh, this is such and such, and this is such and such. I'm just like, bro, I wish I had that for just these, like, you know, like a little like sentient being.
I can honestly say I know nothing about plants. Bro, nothing. Plants. Wait. What do you mean he's got a little sentient being?
Nah, like, you know, like a little plant. You know, you gotta respect.
A plant isn't sentient,
bro.
A plant's just a plant.
You know how you, like, talk to your cat or something? You got a cat. You just talk to your cat and you go, "Hey, how's it going?"
There's 2 cats upstairs.
Bro, I'm mad weird about a cat. I got a cat, bro. His name's Buddha, and he's a fucking Napoleon Munchkin, so he's got little legs. Yeah, bro. He's mad fluffy and shit.
The miniature cat.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'll pick him up and bring him in my room, and, like, the thing is, he's
dude, I need to meet this cat.
Oh, bro, he, like, has, like, little tantrums, bro, so you have to, like, pick him up and put him on the bed, and then you go, time to sleep. Like, you pet him like 100 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah, you gotta swing that, and then they're like,
okay, I got it. Yeah.
They're like, sleep, I go. No, Mike, man, fun fact, cats love me. Cats love me.
Bro, Same.
It's
That's
ridiculous.
so fucking weird, bro. Especially like Ranger
Yeah,
ones, bro. Straight up, like dude, Ranger ones, bro.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend's nana has this giant fucking cat. Its name's Jackson.
And then everyone's like, "Oh, careful, he's real
yo,
angry."
He's real angry. Don't go near him.
Yeah,
I'm
and you
like,
got this.
hi.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, yo,
Everyone's
dude."
like, what the fuck?
He'll even roll over and he scratch his stomach or some shit.
Dude, when they do that, oh man, it's a good fucking.
Elon Musk and Tesla. Where do you stand on that?
Do you fuck with Joe Rogan, bro?
Of course.
Bro, do you fuck with like Joey Diaz and?
Yes.
Bro, I fuck with comedy.
Stop.
Bro. Oh, bro, I fuck with comedy, bro.
That's all I've been watching all day today. Has been.
Dude, that guy is hilarious. Like, especially Joey Diaz when he went on there and he was talking about how he ate he had this friend in the Bronx and he was fucked up on heroin and he left the stove on and burned down half of his apartment and he stayed in there and then they put the fire out in the apartment and they came up and they're like, he was alive, and then he said that his apartment's burnt down, he's still there, and they're like trying to help him and he's like trying to talk about his food as if it's not, 'cause he's fucked up on heroin, you know what I mean?
Bro, no, yeah, I fuck with all of that, man. I think Joey Diaz is ridiculous. Like, his mum died when he was like 12.
Yeah, dude, he came home when he was fucked up on drugs, and she was there. Like,
Was he on drugs?
He was fucked up on drugs.
I thought he wasn't on drugs. Oh no, he
was.
He was
mad on drugs, bro.
He
He was taking like tabs.
His name Coco Moco or some shit was his nickname.
Oh.
Joey Coco Diaz.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's his nickname.
Because he was always on coke when he went to the comedy club.
The guy's ridiculous. No, but younger. He wasn't even doing comedy back then. He was like 11 or 12.
No, not back then. Nah, he was just fucked up on drugs in New York, bro, because that was all they had to do, you know?
Yeah, well, then he was dealing drugs, selling, like, everything. Man, oh, man, that guy's gonna be ridiculous. Yeah. I want to interview him eventually.
Oh, bro, he's
But I feel like he's done every interview.
Nah, but, like, if you... Oh, man, he's got his own podcast. Church of Joe Rogan, Church of Joey Diaz.
Yeah,
it's fucking great. It's fucking great.
Yeah, JRE is honestly, it's literally, what's it called, what's his intro? It's workout by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night or some shit. Oh my god!
Every morning I chuck it on before I go to work, and I'll listen to the ads because they're funny.
Yeah, they're so cool. He's like,
the motherfucking cash ad. You know what I mean? Like
MeUndies. I'm actually wearing them right now. And he's like fucking. He's like,
so fucking comfortable.
And he's like, and the little flap. Who uses that? Just pull him down. I pull him down. You pull him down. Yeah, that's sick, man. That's so hard. Do you fuck with Joe Rogan? Who else do you fuck with podcast wise?
Bro, I'll like.
I mean, of course, No Jumper.
Bro, yeah, no fucking jumper. My favorite No Jumper interview of all time was the Dash one.
Really?
Bro, have you ever seen... Dude, Dash is fucking crazy.
My fucking favorite? The Michael Rappaport.
Oh, Michael Rappaport's fucking hilarious.
You know what? Fuck you!
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Ma!
There's a fucking cat out here, Ma! Oh my god.
He's just so fuck you to everyone. He's so controversial. Everyone hates him. Yeah. I love him.
Yeah, straight up.
Because... it's such good content.
It's comedy. People get it so fucked up.
My last video was Young Rich. I feel like that was a little bit like that. He went a little bit crazy on it, and I loved it. He just went a bit. He just really.
You gotta talk your shit. You know what I mean? Like
you have to let your nuts drag. It's because if you're not being authentic. And then why am I gonna have you on my fucking interview if you're not gonna be yourself?
I agree.
Like you can just check out. You know, like honestly, if you're not gonna come sit here and be yourself and be honest, like it would have been a 15-minute interview.
I like that. I like where we went with this. I like that. Yeah.
I honestly, I feel like this is gonna happen again very soon. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for coming on, spitting your shit. Talked about where you came from. What's to come. We've also talked a bit about aliens.
Oh my fucking god.
I think we're getting into some other weird shit. I think I'm gonna call it here, man. Thank you so much, bro.
Much love, homie. Much love.
Easy. That's it, bro. 35 minutes of quality content.
We really talked for 35 minutes?
Didn't feel like it, eh?